everybody, Jewel back with another super cool astrology video, and I thought today we would focus on another synastry aspect, and that one would be partner's moon conjunct other partner's ascendant or in the first house. So when we have the moon, which is someone's emotional responses, their habitual habit patterns, their feeling nature, their cravings, our wants and our needs are very much the moon, and our search for comfort, our sense of familiarity. When that comes into somebody's first house, this is a great place to have the moon in synastry, because the first house is somebody's persona. That's their ascendant. I mean, that really represents their main focused orientation to the world, how they mainly go after things, their main style. The ascendant very much describes how we are in the world, how we're oriented to it. The sun is another layer of that. That's what we identify with, what we think we are and what we want to project. And then the moon is our unconscious us, our inner us, and has a lot to do with our mind, because as humans, we are very much prone to making our decisions and our choices based on our feelings. Mercury also represents the mind, the rational mind, the left brain mind, and the moon is very much the feeling part of us that really drives most of our decisions and thoughts. So this is a great linkage, because the moon person has the same inner qualities that the first house person has on the outside. So the way the first house person is oriented to the world in their daily life is very much how the moon person is oriented to the world in their inner emotional life. So fabulous placement. So there's a great affinity between the two. The moon person's very, you can assume that the house person is going to respond and, go at things the same way that they are, because they are so much alike, and the moon person can feel, because we know ourselves as our moon sign. So the moon person, feels as their moon sign, and they see in the first house person the qualities of their own moon. So there's just this easy bonding that comes with this one. The moon person just feels very much at home with the house person, very comfortable, because they just have a lot in common. And usually, always actually in synastry, difficult links, they're difficult because we're hooking up with people in a way that's not our style. It's not how we see things. It's not how we view things. So in our minds, it's wrong, when really it's just a different way. No aspect is better than any one other aspect, and no birth chart is any better than any other birth chart. And frankly, birth charts where everything is easy and everything flows and there's no hard aspects, they're boring. There's no character to these people. So it's important, to have some hard things going on. But in this case, this is not a hard thing. This is a really easy thing. And this lends the house person to have, a great deal of trust in the moon person, because they just have so much of the same approach that they just fall in step really easily. And that's when we usually, as humans, determine when somebody is, we judge them as good or easy or as lovable or as worthwhile, when we are in agreement with them, or when we feel that they are in agreement with us. So this is one that, leads to a lot of generosity, openness, just a great appreciation for the qualities between two people. And there really aren't a lot of drawbacks to this placement, other than sometimes the house person can become somewhat emotionally dependent on the moon person. But usually not. This is actually one that tends to go pretty well. So I hope you found this enjoyable and helpful. If you did, please subscribe to my channel below if you have not done so. And you can find me on the internet. Yes, I do private consultation. I specialize mainly in partnership intimacy astrology, but I interpret all types of charts under the sun. You can find me on the internet at truthinaspectastrology.com and on Facebook at Truth in Aspect Astrology, where you should be following me because I do the daily astro weather forecast, birthday description, all kinds of articles. I also specialize in asteroids and planetoids, so I do lots of writings over there concerning that, and I have a book very soon coming out on asteroids and planetoids as well, and that I'll be doing another video series surrounding that also. So I will be back super soon. Bye-bye.